Once upon a time, in a quiet and desolate village, there stood an old, eerie mansion that had been abandoned for decades. Locals claimed that the mansion was cursed, haunted by the spirits of its previous inhabitants. Among the creepy legends, one stood out: the story of the doll that never sleeps. The doll was said to be an antique porcelain creation, life-size, and with hauntingly lifelike features. Its deep blue eyes seemed to follow anyone who dared to glance at it. According to the legend, it was crafted by a disturbed toy maker who infused the doll with his dark obsession. He was rumored to have performed mysterious rituals to bring it to life, ensuring it would never rest. Many years ago, a family lived in the mansion, unaware of its chilling history. The parents, Samuel and Margaret, had a daughter named Emily, a curious and adventurous girl. One stormy night, as the rain relentlessly pounded on the mansion's roof, Emily stumbled upon the doll hidden away in the attic. Despite its unsettling appearance, Emily felt drawn to the doll, almost as if it were calling out to her. She brought it down to her room and placed it by her bed. That night, as the clock struck midnight, strange occurrences began. Emily would wake up in the middle of the night, feeling an eerie presence in her room. The doll's eyes seemed to glow faintly, and its lips curved into an unsettling smile. Emily couldn't shake the feeling that the doll was watching her every move, even in the darkness. It never slept, and its unblinking gaze terrified her. As days turned into weeks, Emily's sleep patterns deteriorated. The once cheerful girl grew pale, her eyes sunken with exhaustion. She told her parents about the doll, but they dismissed her fears as mere nightmares. They couldn't perceive the sinister aura surrounding the doll, as if it had put a spell on them too. Emily's mental and physical health declined rapidly. She started seeing shadows lurking in the corners of her room and hearing eerie whispers echoing through the halls of the mansion. The doll's influence seemed to be spreading, seeping into every corner of the house. One night, Emily's desperate cries for help caught the attention of the village's brave soul, a historian named Mr. Larson. Intrigued by the haunted mansion's tales, he decided to investigate the matter. Upon entering the mansion, Mr. Larson felt the oppressive atmosphere enveloping him. Determined to confront the source of the malevolence, he followed the faint sounds of sobbing to Emily's room. There, he found her sitting on her bed, the haunted doll cradled in her arms. Emily's eyes were vacant, as if the life was draining out of her. Mr. Larson knew that he had to act swiftly. Armed with knowledge of ancient rituals, he devised a plan to break the doll's curse. With the help of a few brave villagers, he prepared a sacred circle and lured the doll into it. Chanting ancient incantations, they attempted to banish the dark spirit possessing the doll. As the ritual intensified, the doll's eyes glowed brighter, and its malevolent presence grew stronger. But the villagers persisted, their determination unyielding. Suddenly, a powerful force surged from the doll, knocking Mr. Larson and the villagers back. A bone-chilling voice echoed through the room, promising revenge on those who dared to defy its will. Yet, the villagers stood their ground, their belief in goodness and hope overcoming the malevolence. As the first light of dawn crept over the horizon, the doll's curse was finally broken. The sinister presence dissipated, and the doll returned to its lifeless, inanimate state. Emily, freed from the dark influence, fell into a deep sleep, her face serene and peaceful. The villagers decided to bury the doll deep within the forest, in a place where its malevolence could never again harm anyone. The mansion was abandoned once more, but the story of the doll that never sleeps lingered, a cautionary tale passed down through generations, warning of the dangers of meddling with the unknown. And so, the eerie mansion remained a silent sentinel, guarding its dark secrets, while the legend of the doll continued to haunt the villagers, serving as a reminder that some entities should never be awakened from their eternal slumber. Thanks you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Wait for the next video. See you, bye bye.